you guys went back to town from Elsid, and you guys did basically a shopping episode, and got all the supplies that you might need, and you eventually decided to identify in secret the item that this one vendor was not about at all, and found out that it's called the Devastation Orb, and that the inside of it is a shit ton of elemental energy that, as Zenkor realized, has 80 hours before it automatically will set off, and will also set off if you're not careful with it. And you guys are now harboring it. It's about a 1 mile radius when it goes off. You found that out and attempted to identify the big black opal, but realized that it is not magical, and so you didn't have to worry about that one so much. But it is worth a pretty penny. If
Yeah,
you can
it's
find
quite
someone that can buy
valuable.
it. Yeah. And that's essentially it. You guys talked to Lily, the bartender from the Toadstool Barstool, and you returned your boat, and you went to the blacksmith, and that's essentially it. And it's around mid-afternoon to like almost evening, and you guys just identified the Devastation Orb.
Okay. I think we all generally agreed that we needed to fucking cheese it
Yeah,
last time.
yeah.
Okay. We need to go to the stable to see if we can get horses somehow. Fuck, I don't know if we have to buy them or rent them.
Rent a horse?
You could probably rent a horse. I don't think we'd ever bring it back, but you know.
Yeah, do they have any one-way horse rentals?
One-way horse rentals.
Hey, you never know, right? Like, maybe they've got like a partner up in Mora, and like then there's someone who's gonna like a
They
trader
send-
who wants to bring it back, or
And like they send via carrier pigeon a message that these horses are on their way.
yeah.
Well, you do know that there's a stable by the front gates.
Up by the gate. Yeah, we should go talk to them first.
All right. As you guys make it, you start out by the southeastern corner of the village here. It's mainly one of the only places that's not covered in tents of temporary lodging for people that aren't from here and everything. So then you could do everything in secret. And you start to head back when you realize that you see uniforms that you haven't seen before. A few people in heavy plate armor with like feathery wing shoulder plates and like very flashy robes like and capes coming out of the back of them. You have one or two people that are adorned with these blue and gold robes following the soldiers, and they have two large humanoids that are about 10 feet tall that just follow behind them, animate, but it feels as though they're very robotic in a sense. They're more so like an animated object.
Like a golem or something.
Yeah, it glows very lightly and bends light around it to make it almost bluish. And you can see a lot of people are starting to become hushed as they're approaching from the main gateway, heading towards the center of town, towards the town center, and where kind of the minor governing that does happen here happens. You see a lot of the militia are kind of like hush hush and like sending people, and everyone's like running about, and after if you let them pass, they're just like walking by you guys now. You can see the lead of all of them, and probably the one in command with the crescent badge of a lion on her breastplate, is a tall human woman who has long brown braided hair and a stern look, and is just looking around, studying everyone as she walks past, and continues forward. You guys have seen some of the symbolism that these guys have before when you visited the Church of the Divine Order in Mora. And you have...
Sorry, go ahead.
Hey man, she has the post. And
Yeah, she does.
and yeah, they essentially just are heading up towards the town center. The way is now clear, and you feel like rumbling of the golem-esque creatures kind of just walking by.
Cool. Let's get to the fucking stable before shit hits the fan in this town, yo.
Yeah.
Alright. You guys make it to the stable.
Not about this.
Yeah. You guys make it to the stable. And you just see like elderly couple, and they're just sitting by, and they look up at you. The one's eating a few nuts that they've been cracking, and oh, hello, you here to buy a horse? Sorry, I don't recognize any of you. I don't think you guys have left any here with us.
No. So, we need quick passage back to Mora. Can we rent a horse? Probably a couple horses. Probably not just one.
I'm sorry. Unfortunately, with how people come and go here, it's never wise to rent. You can rent boats, but it wouldn't take you to Mora.
Yeah.
Well, how much are horses?
Well, if you just want a basic one, it's about 50 gold per person, or per horse, I guess. If you want one that is a little quicker and is less of a carry, one for carrying, and you want a little bit more speed, then it's going to be about 70-75 gold pieces.
Oh shit, I could do that.
I'm probably lightweight.
Yeah, I know Zencor's pretty lightweight because everything's in his bag of folding.
Yeah,
I wonder.
Carrot's probably pretty hefty.
Yeah.
Can I shapeshift into a horse? Does anyone want to ride me?
Ride me! How long can you be a horse for? How long does
know.
the wild shape stuff
It's
last?
based off of her level. It will say under wild shape.
3 hours.
3 hours. That's not gonna do it.
No.
You have a feeling that it's going to take between 2 and 3 days,
Yeah.
depending on the route you take.
I like where your head's at, though.
I just don't have that sort of endurance, guys. I'm sorry.
It takes time to build that up, you know.
No one.
No one has great endurance their first time out the gate. It's fine.
Zenkor, you know that these are base prices, by the way, for the actual animal. You probably will need a bit of feed for them, as well as saddles. I would say that Varen would probably be able to ride saddleless, but
Fuck yeah.
besides that, Ariel, obviously you haven't encountered horses too often, and Zenkor, you've generally traveled with an established group who always had saddles. So
Yeah.
I always pictured Zenkor as being the type to be riding in like a carriage pulled by horses or like a cart, not necessarily riding on horseback.
if you ever had to, they
I
always
don't want to
have
speak
the
for
supplies.
Zenkor.
So
Well,
his,
I mean,
his
over the
trade
course
caravan
of my
was relatively professional.
over the course of my tenureage as a guild merchant, I've ridden and been ridden by quite a few things.
Okay.
No.
Does everyone have
enough money?
for a horse? We must, right? At this point, I think everyone can spare a few coins. I suppose they could walk if they wanted to be on their own.
Yeah. So essentially, what you can do, and talking to the owner of the stables, Zencor, you basically figure out that like you can rent a small carriage. They have one or two carriages that are able to be bought. They have a cart if you need like small carts to carry goods, which you probably, by the sounds of it, don't need. And then they have a variety of horses. Some of them are slower and they're more built towards carrying bigger loads, or like things like war horses and stuff like that. And,
Carrot off.
and then you have like this is like talking like 540 pounds. And then there are horses that are a little bit more towards speed and everything that can hold around 480 pounds, that are considerably faster, that are more so for riding.
Because if we can get a carriage and we can all load up in a carriage and have a few horses pulling it, that might be our best bet.
That sounds just slower.
It is going to be a bit slower than having a group of horses all together. But it's just up to you guys. Yeah, it's a weird balance. I feel like
Ariel's gonna be terrified.
Yeah, if we can double up on horses, maybe we can.
Let's Okay, can we like excuse ourselves? Excuse us for a moment. We need to figure out some logistics.
Yeah, for sure.
So we can step outside and talk about this.
All right. And he sits back down with his wife and starts like going into his woven basket and getting more nuts.
Okay, what is our primary objective here?
Get the fuck out. Hide the evidence that we fuck shit up.
But not all of us, right? Like we need to get this orb where? Mora, to ask someone to help us figure out what to do?
Well, we're gonna ride towards Mora to see if, you know, shit's going to hell in a handbasket due to like the army or whatnot, and then maybe detonate it on the army. But if there isn't, then take it to the thieves' hideout.
Okay, but you said we had 3 days on this.
80 hours.
80 hours.
Yeah.
Give or take.
Since you've identified it, yeah.
Yeah. Identified it.
Which, 10 minutes ago. So, if it's about 2 or 3 days back to Mora, the bandit camp is like, I don't know, at least a few hours opposite side of Mora.
Yeah.
That's pretty tight.
Oh.
And we don't know if it's even going to last that long necessarily. That's like...
No, we do know.
Could we like Trojan horse it and like make a gift basket?
Yeah, so like when we ID'd it, there was 80 hours left. So as of moment of IDing it, there's 80 hours.
Yeah, but other things will set it off.
Yeah, if it gets
like,
damaged.
If we do something dumb, it's gonna pop.
But it can't pop while it's inside of my bag of holding, because it can't get hit by anything.
Oh, that's nice. Okay.
Spitballing on my idea of Trojan horse. It's bandit camp, right? So I would take it if we disguise ourselves as a group of travelers, and that looked like something really valuable, they would probably take it. We just have to figure out how to get the fuck out of there after they take it.
Well, are you suggesting we get them to rob us, but somehow not get them to kill us in the process?
No, we don't need to do that, because we've spent quite a bit of time with one of their members.
True.
And I know you guys don't know this about me, but I'm actually quite the actor.
Okay.
And on top of that, I can also mimic people's voices. Start speaking in Caradog's voice. See, just like this. Oh, baguette. Oh,
I would like to rage.
Oh, the wheelbarrow.
the wheelbarrow. So I could disguise myself.
We love them.
So I could disguise myself as Keltis to get in.
What if we just rode halfway back to Mora, ran a mile out into a field somewhere, ditched the orb, carefully, and then left.
Because I'd
What if
rather
we
make
just
use
ditched
of
it in a place where it's not going to screw anyone?
Because
Or,
I'd rather
well,
make
more
use
importantly,
of
a
it.
place where it's not going to screw us. Because my concern is that we have all these big plans for this thing, but I don't want to be anywhere close to it when it goes off.
How long
And
does the windstorm last for?
Let me go back to my annals of history.
let
Last
me check my
Thursday,
memory
last
logs.
Wednesday, last Monday.
Because it would affect
yes.
anybody that would be above ground, right? So say
What it does is it creates like a it creates a powerful windstorm that lasts for an hour.
Okay, so a windstorm would affect anybody that's above ground. So say if, worst case scenario, dig yourself a hole in the ground and go into that hole and wait out the storm.
Yes, with my ground breathing ability. Perfect.
No, you just gotta make like a hole. You can still breathe, you're fine.
What do you think would happen if it went off inside your pants?
I imagine it would make
Holy shit.
See, that's a really interesting prospect, isn't it?
I'm just imagining like a cube, like a box in the ground. Like you take the dirt, you move it with my cantrip, and you just sit in this hole in the ground. Your oxygen won't run out yet. If you stay there, it will, and you die. But
I need to be there for an entire hour.
yeah, you'll be fine.
For one whole hour. Alright, you know what else? What else we could do? We could just have me. I will take a horse. I will ride out there, and I will take care of the orb. That way it's the most cost effective for everyone.
Cremation or burial?
Neither. I will not exist.
I mean, the wind's not gonna disintegrate you if it, like, that's not. You're just gonna be beaten to a bloody pulp.
To shreds, you say? How about his wife?
Collect up your scraps.
Because if we didn't have this bomb in our pocket, we wouldn't need to be running back to Moro so fast. We don't have anything that urgent.
Yeah, I just don't want it to go to waste. Since we have it, I want to
Right.
use it and
That's
make
reasonable.
So even if I just set out by myself,
Yeah, but do you remember last time you set off by yourself?
yeah, we got a sick sword and the sick chainmail. You're welcome.
That's one way of looking at it, yeah.
Actually, speaking of the sword,
Oh.
You
Well
gotta-
then,
you gotta
huh?
No,
remember it's a
because it
one-way
only
trip.
brings me back. Yeah,
Oh.
it can't take me 2. It can only bring me back.
Right. That's too bad. That would have been a very nice way to fix this problem. I'm hesitant to send people off on their own. Like splitting the party, we're just weaker, which is a big deal when you're out in the wilds on the roads. Think of how many times we got attacked just on our way here.
See, I don't even remember what happened on our way
And
here.
in the swamp, like that was even the difficult path. If now we're proposing that we take the easy path with horses, like that's where all the traders are going to be going, that's where all the travelers are going to be going, that's where all the bandits are going to be.
But there's
I
also
know you're
strength.
a capable magician and all that, but I don't think I would want to be out there on my own either.
I mean, it won't be easy or fun, but it'll be a week max.
Did you say a week?
Yeah, 3 days there, 3 days back.
We're not
Oh.
gonna just stay here.
You're saying that they're gonna
Like-
chill at the Greyfire trading camp?
Yeah. No, dude.
That
Wait,
saves
what?
the most amount of money.
Um. I think either. I think it's an all or nothing kind of thing. I think we all have to go.
I'm down. I got some shit to do in Mora.
I can drop 50 gold. Like,
Yeah, but it's just for the horse itself. We need to consider feed and any other supplies that we need.
There's like shit tons of like fields. We just let them eat in the fucking pasture.
What, you mean grass?
a little.
They're
I mean, you can.
They're horses, not sheep.
Horses
I don't know anything
grass,
about
dude.
horses. I live in the
Yeah,
ocean.
but not for main substance.
Yes, they do.
In total, if you're talking about feed and horses and saddles, this is purely Zen core knowledge. You're looking probably at either the slower horse, which is about 50. 60 gold, and then 1 silver piece for the feed per. If you want something more like a faster horse, that's probably gonna shave a few hours off your journey. You're looking at 85 gold pieces and 1 silver piece.
Yeah, that's per person. Assuming Eric has that much gold, which I know he does not.
If his character sheet is up to date in D&D Beyond, he has like 10.
Yeah, he spent like
Which
all
is-
this money.
Yeah.
Because he bought those two fucking.
Yeah. I mean, I'm less concerned about that. We can lend him some gold. Like, he can cover his portion later, as long as he doesn't die. But, like, and if he does die, then we can just sell his stuff. But
Yeah, true.
we can probably double up on horses if we don't ride them as hard. If we're worried about saving money.
Yeah, I just don't know how much weight Eric and
So
Emmanuel's
Caradoc-
characters pick up.
Caradoc is a hefty boy, right? I think he's on his own horse, despite him being like a little bit smaller than some people. He's a big, wide boy, so I think just with him and his fucking wheelbarrow and I think he needs his own horse.
Yeah.
The rest of us are reasonably light in comparison, I think. I mean, Zenkor is probably practically nothing because of the bag of holding.
Yeah, and because I'm a merchant, so I don't really.
'Cause, yeah,
Not too much
it's a
equipped.
little squishy boy.
Yeah.
Don't know about Eric. I assume he's just kind of like average.
He's got an armor and
Got a
sword.
lot of shit, huh? Yeah. Varen's pretty damn light. I have no
So-
idea about.
I'm carrying 110 pounds, and my character is 135 pounds.
We might just all need our own horses.
Yeah, we'll probably need our own
I don't
horses.
think we can get away with doubling up. If someone else was like as light as Varen, they could share a horse, but I don't think anyone is. Maybe Zenkor.
Yeah,
but-
you and I could share a horse.
Yeah.
I'm a merchant after all.
This is when like the party of halflings pass by and make fun of you.
Let's just fucking get 5 horses, right? And these are horses that we're buying. This is not like, don't think of this as like, ah man, 100 gold to like get a horse to go to Mora. These are something
No,
that
these
we
are
can stable
our
in Mora
horses.
and make use of.
Yeah,
That's
exactly.
pretty valuable. We could sell them when we get to Mora also probably and get some of our money back.
Yeah.
They could die as well.
Well, you think that way.
Let's try not to let that happen.
Ariel, who doesn't know how to ride a horse, runs it off a cliff.
Lucky for you, we're not riding past very many cliffs.
Yeah.
I know.
Ariel forgets she can turn into an animal,
Yep.
crashes and dies.
She's heading towards a tree. She panics. Fog cloud. 5 horses.
I'm down.
Yeah.
Okay. We'll figure out the money part later. Let's just get them.
Yeah.
I want to put. I want to get us as far away from people with this stupid orb as possible.
Yeah. Zenkor's gonna spend the money for the fast horse. What is
Okay.
that, like 80 and 1 silver piece?
Yeah, it's 85 gold, 1 silver piece.
I'll go fast horse too.
Okay.
I don't need a saddle.
If you don't want to, so it would be 75 gold.
Oh, whatever.
Yeah.
Put a saddle on it.
I just made an assumption based off of you being an elf. I don't know if you actually had horses.
Not really.
Yeah, so it'd be 85 then.
85.
Now,
And then
just not to peer
a silver
pressure
for
you.
like feed.
Yeah, it's 5 copper for each day of feed. Not to pressure you or anything. Partially being the stable master, but having half fast, half slow kind of negates the point of the fast one.
Well,
Just a heads up.
it does, but like
Unless you guys want to do it in 2 troops, but I just wanted to let you know.
I think we can stick together, but having too fast gives us the opportunity to like
Scout
have a couple
ahead
people
and
go
stuff.
ahead
Okay.
and like be faster if they need to.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that leaves Caradoc. I believe Caradoc has a good amount of gold right now.
He
He
has
should.
a lot.
Yeah. So
Karadak will come back with no gold. What did I do? You bought us all horses. You were very generous.
That would not tap his gold. Like
yeah,
that would not be a
pretty
big
good
deal
right
to him.
he has
So
not been
am
spending.
am I buying a slow horse? Because I have enough gold. That's not an issue.
You can, like I said, it's
It's
either
sort of up to you.
yeah, it's either the 60 and 1 silver piece or it's the 85 and 1 silver piece.
Let's
But-
keep in mind Ariel has never seen a horse, never ridden a horse. It's probably safer to be on a horse that is slower.
Yeah.
Plus, fog cloud.
With
You
the
guys
with
are
the
ahead.
saddle, this is all going to be professionally set up for you. With the saddle and everything, like they're not like running at like fucking cheetah speeds, right? Like you got to remember that. Like it's just enough of a speed difference that 2 days of travel is going to be significantly different arrival times, right? Per round, which is 6 seconds, it's like a 20-foot difference. So like it's not like they're going warp speed or anything, but they do go considerably faster. The stable master and everything sets everything up for you, so it's all professionally done. Everything's set up. If you have the right equipment, an average person can ride a horse. You don't have to roll for it. You don't have to worry about it. If you're riding like bareback or they're not trained or any of that sort of shit, that's when things get a little bit dicey. So like, don't feel pressured, and other than financially and weight wise on your choice. So like I said, the faster one can hold just under 500 pounds. Did you take the gold from Caradoc?
Nope.
Oh my god, he has more than I thought.
Mm-hmm.
Not much more than I thought. I thought he had 1,200, but... Okay. He's gonna get a fast one. He has a lot of money. Money's not an issue for him. 85. And silver piece. Remove. There we go. And yeah, under equipment, he'll add a fucking horse.
Is that a thing you can add under equipment?
Yep.
As a fucking item?
Yeah.
Hey, horses
It's part
aren't
of your
items, they're
equipment.
people.
Equipment in general is things like boats, carriages, like trade goods, mounts.
Is this a riding horse?
Yes. Yeah, if you paid for a riding
Are
horse.
horses riding horses?
You also
There's also a
paid
draft
for
horse, which is like
yeah.
different, I guess.
Horseshoes of speed.
You also have a riding saddle to add to your equipment because you did technically buy that.
Okay.
And if you want, you have 2 days of feed. That's probably under equipment as well. Yeah. But, I mean, you're going to be most likely using it on your trip back. But you can put that down. So those are all items that are yours now for buying it. It's not just a rental thing, so it is worth noting.
Oh, that's pretty great.
So the only two that are without horse right now are Ariel and Eric.
Well, they're buying horses. Well, Ariel or Eric can't afford a horse currently.
I could. Oh, I already bought him shit before. Yeah, buy him shit again.
Yeah,
Alright.
He has 10 gold.
Me being me and not understanding really how money works, I could just buy him a horse, because what's money? It's just, I have shiny gold pieces, and I
Oh,
will buy
thank
him a
you,
horse.
Ariel. Don't worry, but I will pay you back as soon as I can.
That's good.
Now he'd be a little bitchy about it. He'd be like, I don't want anyone to pay for me. You know, I want to pay my own way in this world. And then we'll be like, whatever, shut up, Eric. You don't have money. Just let us pay for you.
Or I'll just give him a wink.
You know.
Like, yeah.
Last RP, he was literally begging her to help him buy a second fucking identification.
That's a good point.
It's not beneath.
Yeah.
He is not
called
above.
for some favors.
Yeah.
Alright.
Zenkor literally walked away and was like, alright, whatever.
Alright, Ariel, what are you doing?
So who are two that has fast horses?
Everyone has fast horses right now except for you and Eric. You guys don't have any.
Everyone has fast horses. Oh.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll get a fast
You got a
horse.
fast horse.
If you're getting 2 of those, it's 170 gold and then 2 silver for feed. Both of them.
Alright. Holy shit.
Yeah, and I'll add that to your equipment for you.
Okay. I am buying 2.
Okay. So.
Oh shit, I added that. I did not want to add that. Although that looks so much nicer when I add it.
What's up?
I'm gonna take it away, but I added it.
Oh yeah. And you also have a saddle, so here you
What was
go.
that 100, 180?
What a deal.
170.
Was it?
170.
Oh, 170?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then like 2 silver pieces as well.
Yes.
Unless you stick to it, and you want to feed them grass.
Motherfuckers. What do you think wild horses eat?
Carrots.
They eat whatever the fuck's out there. Let it be. Let it be free.
You just
I
free
will
your
be
horse, and then you're
fun
like,
with it or
wait,
whatever."
we're supposed to use them?
Be free.
Alright, so you all have
They have-
horses, and they're all saddled up, everything's ready for you, and you guys now have 20 pounds of horse food that are just in
Did we-
these big bundles.
Did we long rest yet?
You long rested before you got. Ooh.
We haven't long rested
It
yet.
would have been. We long rested like kind of last night ish. We're probably like a little bit jet lagged right now.
Is this the morning now?
This is almost evening.
Evening. Okay, yeah. So we haven't.
It's like around dinner time ish for most
We should
people.
put a few miles down tonight before we stop.
After about half an hour to an hour, you see that the stable master has a few people working for him. A couple of like teenage kids and shit, and they run about and get everything set up for you. And then he double checks everything, just making sure everything's good. And then 30 to 40 minutes, he's got everything set up for you guys, and they're all just waiting there for you. Are you guys leaving right away, or are you guys gonna wait a bit?
Um,
Well, we don't really have the luxury of time.
we can't go non-stop.
Correct.
We should at least put a few miles down today.
Yeah, before we set up camp.
Yeah.
Stop. Drop. I don't know. Up shop.
Away!
Alright. So yeah, you guys all have your horses and you make out on your journey then. As you guys start leaving the gates though, you have two of the Divine Order guards come out in the place of the militia. You see one of them's got a helmet on and he's like, excuse me, sorry. Just checking in, making sure we know what's going on. What's your business?
We came to town to try to find some plants. We're just adventurers, you know. There's not much for us here, so we're gonna make our way back to Mora. See if we can pick up some odd jobs.
You see him shift his posture a little bit. He's like, Mora. All right. What are you looking to do there?
I don't know. We're sort of. I guess we're kind of. I don't know. What would you call us?
You know, we're kind of just like we're just a group of people that are just kind of going around, you know, exploring the land, seeing what it has to offer, you know,
Yeah.
working our way day in and day out to just kind of keep our adventure going, you know, seeing what
Trying to help
seeing what we can
people.
see, you know, helping out
Trying to
people
help.
along the way.
You know, we helped a trade caravan make its way to Say. That was quite the journey. A lot of bandits along that route.
Oh yeah.
All right. He turns to one of his buddies, and he just like looks over at him, and his buddy starts walking up, also in full armor with the helmet as well. You can't see their faces very well, other than like their eyes and the little slits. And just as the other guy walks forward, a horse-drawn small little cart just almost hits the guy, and the guy like jumps back. He's like, whoa, what are you, fuck's sakes. And he like stops the cart, and the other guy turns around and starts walking over, and they're starting to yell at them and everything else. You guys are completely unattended, and they're just like screaming and yelling, and this one guy is just like yelling back at them like it was their fault and being demanded that they search the cart now and all this bullshit.
Well,
Let's
no
calmly
time
make
like the
our way to
present.
town.
Alright, so you guys all make off, and you hear off in the distance afterwards being like, what the hell are you bringing a bunch of snakes to the trading post? And just run off, and then you enter. This area is kind of, you can see very far into the distance, and the entire horizon is just a stream of waves of different hills and elevations just curving in and out, and you see small patches of forests everywhere, and there's one towards your right off about a mile in the distance, and the trail starts curving forward after several miles. You can see like way out in the distance. You guys, what path are you guys looking at doing? Like, how are you gonna get back?
Well, we're just gonna go north from the Grey Fire, and then up to where the road kind of splits, where you can either go to Adris or Mora, and you know, follow it right. Just go to.
I think last time you said basically there's like a shorter by distance path through the wetlands.
Yeah.
Where we like fucked up all those orcs, or there's like a longer by distance but like better maintained road path.
Yeah, it's the path that was
That
marked
one.
on the map.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah,
Because
so
every time we seem to leave paths, I like kill ancient trees or like.
Yeah, let's just go on the road more traveled.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Fuck
Because we
you,
fucking
Robert
never
Frost.
do that for some reason.
Alright, so you guys end up going for a few miles. Probably half an hour into your trip, you see a bunch of smoke just right off that forest miles away, and you can see considerably smaller than the one that you saw, Varen, when you saw this last time. there's like a small force that you assume is probably the Divine Order that are all camped out on the forest's edge, and you just see smokestacks from the small grouping of people. They seem to be occupying the area, and you guys just ride past, no issue. You guys are about a mile out, and you continue on in your journey. Slowly, the sun kind of passing down. Pretty uneventful. You see a decent amount of farms along the road, and you see people tending to their fields and everything. Through local knowledge now, you kind of have realized that Greyfire is a byproduct of all these farms and areas coming together and needing a place to kind of meet and trade.
Mm-hmm.
You then get to a point where it is getting pretty dark, and you have the choice of eventually setting for the night or continuing on and deciding how late you want to go.
How about we get a good night's rest tonight, get ourselves back on schedule, and make a good day of it tomorrow?
Yeah, I think that's a good idea.
Okay.
Great idea.
You come across two areas that seem to be suitable for just resting. There's the main part of the open field where it like starts banking out a little bit and then evens out, and there's a decent amount of space off the road that is flat and pretty easy to set up for like tents, getting the horses all set up and everything. But there is also a very, very small patch of forest, and you can see after a little bit of cover there is a small little pond, and there's like a opening in between the pond and the outside of the forest. So there's like a little wooded area with a pond, and then there's the little flat land just off the road.
I think I'm about all watered out, and that's coming from someone who loves water.
Yeah, let's go where we have some more visibility.
Okay.
Yeah.
You're gonna be like elevation wise, you're gonna be a little bit below the road, but it is a little bit removed. All right,
That
so
sounds fine.
you guys all set up there. I believe Caradoc gets his tent set up, and I think one or two of you just have like a little bedroll that you set out on the ground. The horses are all where are you putting them? Like right by your camp?
Yeah.
Basically, yeah.
Fix them to the nearest tree.
Okay. There's like one. You have to move the camp actually to like, find a tree because this is like very grassy area. And yeah, you end up doing that. So it's go against a tree. You're now in a little path, and you can see up a steep hilltop is the road. And as you guys are setting up, you see like one or two characters just go past. Alright, so you guys are all set up. You heading to bed?
Yeah, I think.
Yeah, I think so.
I think Caradoc's gonna take first watch, right? And then
Yeah.
Eric will take second watch.
Sure.
I mean, Varen only is like
Although
sleeping
my
for half the
perception
night,
is plus
so
6.
like Varen's gonna take one of the watches almost always.
Yeah.
There's 3 watches.
There's 3.
Yeah, because the shift work, it's like 4 hours each. So then each person get about 6 hours. I think.
4
I believe
hours
that.
each. What?
It's like 3 to 4 hours each. So then each person can get 6 hours for a full rest.
If it's 4 hours each, then you should only need 2 watches. I mean,
Okay. My bad. I might have mathed wrong.
well, because if you need 8 hours of sleep, right? Well, I guess some people get kind of short end of the stick on that one, huh?
Yeah, because I thought it was like awkward math where it'd end up being like possibly 3 hours, and then there'd be 1 hour that's longer, so it'd be like 2 3 hours, 1 4 hour. But
Well, but that's 10 hours.
hmm.
Like, how long is a long rest?
I believe it's 6. Let me double check.
8 hours.
8? That might be why that I'm thinking 3. Yeah, 8 hours long.
Okay. And people need 6 hours of sleep. These fucking normies.
Yeah. Well, I mean, like, yeah, it's essentially 6 to 8 hours. 8 hours, quote unquote.
Whatever. I'll take the first watch. That's fine.
All right.
Let us know how many we need.
Yeah, because it says or standing watch for no more than 2 hours, which is a little bit ridiculous. There's no need to do 4.
If it's an 8-hour rest, I'll take a 4-hour watch.
All right. Cool.
Easy.
All right. So we'll have two of them then.
Okay, so how long did we travel for before we rested?
You probably got 5 to 6 hours in.
Okay,
Oh,
so
damn.
6 hours and then 8 hours of rest. So 14 hours out of our 80 hours.
Cue the 24 sound effect. Ding. Ding.
And then it's like a little writing, like in the morning, like random field, 8 o'clock a.m.
So when we wake up, we have about 66 hours left.
All right. So who's doing the first shift? Is it you, Varen, or is it going to be Varen the last shift? Okay. So just make a basic perception check.
So that's a
Natural
20.
All right. You notice in the like every once in a while you can notice people traveling. Some of them using torchlight, but some of them are actually traveling in the dark. So these people are generally just horses with like saddlebags and stuff like that of goods, and you can hear the money jangles as they go past you guys, and they don't notice at first until they get close, and they seem a bit startled. You get used to it now after the third or fourth person that does that. Keeping around and keeping most of your focus on the road, when you start turning around in the fields behind you, you see silhouettes that's hard to read in darkness, but movement in the distance miles out. That's essentially your watch.
If my watch is done, I will wake up. I'll wake up Caradoc.
Okay. Alright.
I think he has dark vision, and I'm pretty sure Eric doesn't.
No, he doesn't. Alright. So, for him, he's gonna have to roll a perception check as well. He's a +4.
He's a +4. That's not bad.
Damn.
I know I have a +6.
13.
13.
Okay. And he's doing this in darkness.
I don't know. Would we have started a fire or anything? Or are we just chilling in the dark?
I assumed for your watch that you were in the dark, just because you guys try to usually do that. But I'm just wondering.
Then, yeah, I guess just in the dark, yeah.
Okay. Caradoc continues waiting, and he notices the movement as well. It's a little bit closer. It's about just short of a mile out, but it's not quick. It's just slow, almost like wolves tracking down something and moving silently.
Was this coming from the direction that we're going? Like, are they behind us or in front of us relative to, like...
You're on a north... right now you're based off of a north-south path, and you're on the right side of it, or the east side of it. This is in the fields to the east.
Okay, so we're between them and the road.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it's just like movement, and generally, whenever Caradoc looks over, they seem to slow or stop, but they don't really seem to be approaching dangerously close.
Okay. If they start to make advances, I think he'll definitely make some noise, start to wake people up. But otherwise,
yeah, it's an anxious watch, especially with these things. And he gets to a point where he gets a little paranoid, and he keeps like every once in a while looking away and then looking back, and he can see them moving quickly, like strafing around in the fields, and then it's shortly after he starts looking at them, they start slowing down and almost getting to a stop and like a slow wolf trot, and that's that. They don't really get much closer than like 3/4 of a mile out, and that's essentially his watch. As once the sun comes up, he sees the forms kind of dart off into the nearby forest that they're near, and
cool. Yeah. That's what I was hoping for.
Yeah. The light comes up, everyone starts waking up, and it's early morning. Alright, so you guys are all awake now. Starting your day.
I guess it's time to hit the road, Jack.
Alright. You guys travel out, seeing a couple of odd people on your ways, and some trying to transport animals, and others just like working on their farms. This area between the Great Firewood Trading Post and Adris especially, you can see is just like a shit ton of farmlands and just people living their basic lives. And every once in a while you come across these small little hamlets of like 2 or 3 buildings of like where people kind of just set up and kind of trade and meet and everything, and there's like a little inn, and you can continue on. You notice that near these hamlets you see actually Divine Order guards at not even remotely close to what you've encountered ever, but there's about a troop or 2 in each one of these, just hanging about, talking to people, and some of them sitting at like a porch of an inn and all that sort of shit. You ride for most of the day without any event or any major problems. The weather kind of clearing up a little bit now, being a bit cloudy, but not rainy, which is nice. And it's kind of a nice day, especially after Elcid, to be out in the open, feeling the wind again, hearing wildlife, and not having to deal with swimming or feeling pressure against you or being underground, especially for Varen.
Yeah.
And
I will say that I think we stop probably every so often just to make sure the horses are like I don't want to push these too hard. I want to make sure that they're going to be like totally good the whole way back.
Okay. Yeah.
I don't actually know what's involved in horse care, so what I'm assuming Varen does. So, or like I don't know.
Well, Zencor knows.
Experience with horses. Yeah, Zencor probably knows pretty well.
Oh, wait, we did a long rest, so I'm gonna just have a look at my spells while everyone's talking.
Sure.
I'm sure I could, like, load up some, like, beast bonding and stuff so that I could just telepathically tell if I need it.
Alright. Yeah, you can do that. In the meantime, Zencor kind of coaches Varen into managing horses. You can see Fenthorus is pretty chill as well, having a good time, being able to briskly run alongside horses and kind of hang out.
Stretch his legs.
Yeah, hang out.
Cooped up in that boat.
Eat real food. In the morning, he had an early hunt, got a rabbit and stuff, so he ate that as well. And yeah, it's a full day of travel, and you get pretty ways. Like, I'm just double checking the map to make sure I don't give you inaccurate information. Yeah, you get to a point where very, very faintly in the horizon you can see a strange structure, question mark. It's a site that's almost like curved mountains. that are considerably shorter, made out of some sort of unknown material that's almost crystalline. And every once in a while it reflects light in a weird way. And it's just way off in the horizon in the northwest. You're not entirely sure at this distance what they are, but that's like the closest you could think of. It's like very short mountains.
Scale, though.
Yeah, like they're very, very short.
big
They're
hills.
probably like, they're almost like stalagmites, but like curved. Making an artistic expression would be almost like claws coming out of the earth kind of thing. You know what I mean? Like,
Okay. Maybe like those weird rock formations that you'd see in like desert kind of areas.
Yeah, and like
But as,
almost like
weird crystal shit.
yeah, almost as if the earth was like trying to hold an orb, like your hand would hold an orb. But they're all very close together, and they reflect light in a weird way. Like every once in a while, you have this weird blue light coming towards you as the sunlight gets reflected by them. And they're almost like crystalline. But this formation is very large. Probably building size or twice a building size, and very miles across. But at this distance, you can almost squish it with your fingertips. And that's just like the major part of the landscape around you that you can notice in the as a difference. In the very opposite edge in the very horizon, you can see a light, misty forest, and what you can assume is the Ansari wetlands. Every once in a while, you can see just basic wildlife like coyotes and deer and such just running about, and Fenthras kind of looks a bit smirkish, I guess, the closest expression that you could tell from a wolf, as he tries to scare a rabbit and then tries to catch back up to you guys when he sees one. And that's pretty much all the events of the day that you notice. And then sun starts setting again, and you finish the first whole day of your journey.
That's the most uneventful day we've ever had. That's kind of nice. This was like just a nice day.
Yeah, it doesn't happen.
I mean,
often.
if only we didn't have a bomb in our pocket, that would have been like a really nice day.
Yeah. So how much,
Retirement.
Possible terrorists.
how much time do you think passed since we woke up and head out?
It was a whole day, so it's probably been
I mean, can we
12
just work in
to-
like? Can you give us
It's been about
you give
12
us an
to
approximate-
15 hours.
time of day of when? What like hour of the day did Zenkor do his detect magic thing? Because then we can just kind of work on like morning
It was
cycle.
it
You know
was
what I mean?
between like noon and mid-afternoon that you identified the orb.
Okay, so let's call it like 2 p.m., which means that there was 10 hours on the first day, add 24 hours for the second day. You know, like we can kind of ballpark it that way.
You also have a second scroll of identify, and even though you already know what the orb does, if you happen to use that again on the orb, it would tell you all the same information, but it would tell you the next number.
Yeah, the new remaining.
Yeah. If you were that anxious.
Alright, but I think we're good for now. So we should be at about 50 or 51 hours.
Remaining.
Yeah.
Okay.
You
Not bad. We're doing all right.
You can see in the very far distance in the north, the paths kind of converging, and the hills kind of leveling out a little bit more. And very, very, very far northeast, you can see a large cliff, and then a forest, kind of in the distance by the pathway that leads to the east.
The yeast?
The east, yeah.
To the east. Red Town.
Oh, I thought you said wheeze.
Before we sit down for the night, Ariel,
Yes.
can you you did this before, can you send a messenger to Mora You sent like a bird or
I
something,
can.
right?
Yeah, hold on. Let me find that spell while I'm still
With
trying to
spells,
figure
yeah,
out what spell.
animal messenger.
Oh,
Okay.
It might be nice if we could send something to talk with. Wow, it's been a while since we've been in Mora, huh? Old man guy.
Davos.
Davos.
That sounds right. Yeah. I don't know if he'd be able to get a message back to us.
I don't know. He's a pretty capable
Yeah,
old man.
yeah, he's a pretty magical dude. Who knows? But like, I think it would be nice to give him a little bit of advance warning on what we're dealing with, so that.
But isn't it like super illegal? And like, what if that message didn't get to him?
Well, you're not. I think. I thought with Animal Messenger, you weren't like putting a scroll on a bird's leg. It was like you're sort of magically
that's
sending
true.
a carrier pigeon to that person specifically, and then it like recites the message or something. So it's not like something that can be easily intercepted. We can also be vague with our message, where it's like, "Hey, we've got kind of like a big bad item, and we don't want to bring it near town, but we're gonna." Please help us direct this thing.
Just look at this.
So by casting that, because like I can just cast it.
Wait. Why does it say? Oh, 30 feet. Why does it say that?
It's longer than 30 feet. It says towards the end. Of the
I know.
first
I'm like
paragraph.
looking at it. I'm like, why the hell does it say 30 feet? It's like, isn't it like, it's 25 miles?
It's 30 feet. You have to find a tiny
Oh,
beast within 30
right.
feet. But
So covering 50 miles for a flying messenger. So 50 miles in 24 hours.
and
that's not a
25
bird.
miles. Yeah, 25
Yeah.
miles for anything else.
And I figure, like, if we can find a little bird, we should be able to get to Mora pretty quick.
Alright, I need Ariel to do an animal handling check. Try and bait a bird towards you.
Can I help her?
Yeah, she can do it with the
I
advantage.
have I have some good berries, so I can give her a couple as sort of like a little
Cool.
snack for the bird.
Yeah, so you just roll a animal handling check with advantage.
Oh my god!
Well, I'm glad I helped. Roll again.
What just
Yeah,
happened?
you have to roll one more, and then you take.
Do I
the
get to
better
roll
one.
more? Thank
Yeah, you have
God.
advantage.
Anything's gonna be better than that.
Careful what you say. Okay.
Much better.
All right. Yeah, you find a almost like robin-esque kind of bird that flies down, and you can say a word to a message to it now. What do you want to say?
I will whisper to it what Zencor suggested.
So what's the message? So now you know, because Davos is going to be hearing it.
We found an ancient item that is big, bad, and scary. I need your expertise, but we can't tell you exactly what it is.
Okay.
Do we want him to meet us somewhere?
You have to be super short with words if you add anything else.
Okay, big, bad, scary, ancient item.
Okay.
Come meet us.
Okay. Alright,
I'm
so
going
the
to
bird flies
assume
off.
that he doesn't deal with many strange people, that he'll know who it is.
I mean, I think we've sent him. Yeah, we've sent him a bird messenger before.
It
He knows we're fucking
replicates
idiots,
it
like-
replicates your voice. So he's heard
Okay, you
your
have
voice
a
before.
very recognizable voice.
Yeah.
I do,
Yeah.
yeah.
And due to magic, it's actually going to imitate the sound of your actual aerial voice. So the Genasi voice.
Makes it so much more trippier.
Yeah. It's going to have a little
That's
reverb.
a weird little bird.
So it flies off, and it seems to be heading in the right direction.
Magic man.
Yeah.
Cool. Okay, I'm pretty happy with that. think we just go the rest of the day, right?
The sun is setting. You're getting to pretty much the end of the day when you guys decide to do that.
Like we're probably doing this as we're setting up camp, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense.
All right. Anything else you guys would like to do with your time?
I don't think so. I don't think we're exactly. I feel like we're riding, not like at a gallop, obviously, because we murder these horses, but like fast enough that you can't really do much other than be riding the whole time, you know?
Okay. Alright, so we gotta set up the whole,
Except maybe chatting.
we're setting up the whole scenario with the watch and everything.
Yeah. Now that you've brought it up, I'm not sure what the right way to run a long rest is.
We used to always do 2 to 3 watches. And so I was thinking about it, and I might have done the math wrong and just said 3. But yeah, I believe we usually do 2.
See, I don't think we quite need to take an 8-hour long break.
Well, you do for it to count as a long rest. It's
Yeah.
a long
None of us
rest
lost
is...
any health or used any.
I know.
But it's
you have to
to
get a long
also
rest,
avoid
otherwise you start getting
exhaustion.
exhausted.
Yeah.
Yeah. So like
You actually
in
do
according
need
to
sleep.
the handbook. Long rest is a period of extended downtime, at least 8 hours long, during which you sleep or perform light activity.
Yeah, but riding a horse is pretty light activity for us, just not the horses.
Yeah. The horses also need the sleep, though. Like, the horses need the sleep more than any of us.
Yeah, but do the horses need the full 8?
It's up to
That's
you
my
if you want to do
question.
that.
I would assume that horses need.
Well,
I have
since
no legs to stand on here, but I would assume they would need at least like 6 hours.
I mean, since Zenkor spent a lot of time around horses, would he know the answer to that question?
It's essentially you would probably want to do a full rest in general. It
Okay.
just is the easiest. Because like you also have to tend to them and everything else like that. So like while you're setting up the camp and feeding them and managing them and like making sure they're clean and shit like that, like basic maintenance. Unless you want them like really disheveled and not taken care of. It generally takes the good 2 hours that you are awake during a long rest, and then you're going to be sleeping.
For a long rest, it kind of sounds like it says standing watch for no more than 2 hours, like the light activity, including standing watch.
Mm-hmm.
Does that mean that we would need, like Varen can do 4 because he only needs 4 hours to sleep?
Mm-hmm.
Does that mean that we would need 3 watches?
That's what I said earlier when we were talking about it, that there would be those 3 watches because you would do 2-hour shifts. But I'm okay with only doing 2 watches if you guys are like fine with that.
Yeah, whatever. I don't think we're gonna argue.
Yeah. It's
Yeah.
It's just like sometimes it's a lot of the same thing. So
Mm-hmm.
no. Alright. So you guys have everything set up and you got all your horses managed and everything's going. And you guys said that there's not really much that you want to do in the 2-hour downtime, so anything else like that, you're just going to be resting. Who's going to be doing the watches?
I think Varen will take the first one again.
Okay.
That's easy.
Alright. Make a perception check. And are you doing it in the dark this time? It doesn't necessarily like you have dark vision, so it doesn't. Perception check, you don't have like advantage or disadvantage. Even though recently I found out that being a stickler on the rules, people still get disadvantage with dark vision, but fuck it.
Weird.
Yeah, because it's technically dim light and full light are different things, and so it gets really complicated. Anyway,
I think
so
just seeing that the road is very The road's pretty chill. It's a lot. It seems like it's a lot of just like caravans or traders or travelers or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
I think we would start a fire just because it's a more comfortable camp. It helps keep you warm and it helps ward off, you know, little coyotes and wolves and stuff.
Okay. All right. So you're doing the first one, so I'll need you to do a perception check. 10. Okay. Seems pretty dead. Every once in a while, you're not fully focused, but every once in a while you hear most of the traders and passengers as they go by without long before they show up, whether it's horses or carriages. Generally people are pretty loud, as quiet as they try and be in the night. There's even one group of people, two beings. You can't see them from the angle. You're kind of slightly out of sight of the road, and you just hear them arguing and being like, yeah, well, thinking like that is the whole reason why we don't even have our horses anymore, okay? He's like, I just try to win a card game. I don't. I've always been good at card games. The guy was obviously cheating, and you didn't call him out. And they just keep walking and disappear off in the distance. You do see silhouettes of just animals and such and random shit off in the distance, but you can't really make them out too well. And that's pretty much it.
Okay, that's pretty chill.
Are you waking up for theirs?
I did Caradoc last night. I'll wake up,
Me.
I guess. Do you have Dark Vision?
No, but I have at least +6 perception.
Whatever. I'll wake up anyway.
Alright, so Ariel, I'm gonna need you to do a perception check.
Okay.
Alright. 17. Okay.
38.
You're kind of enjoying the moment. You see wild shapes that you don't really recognize off in the distance chasing around each other, and you're having a fun little game for yourself where you're trying to guess what they are and what they're doing, and are they buddies, or is one trying to eat the other one, and all that sort of stuff. And every once in a while you hear people go by, and you kind of like peek your head over the hilltop to try and make out who they are and what they look like and all that sort of stuff. You kind of just make taking watch kind of a fun game for yourself while you're just waiting, knowing that you're the type of person that kind of just wants to wake everyone up and start going, but you're trying to be nice. And eventually you see, or more so hear, a weird rattling sound, and almost like a mixture of like a mammal gargling and like a lizard or a snake. And you turn it towards the direction, and as the light kind of fades into darkness just at that border, you can see bones just enter into the light, and a face long and just almost dragon-like, but a little bit more long forwards, like a horse skull kind of look at you with a huge toothy grin and red glowing eyes. And right beside its head you see almost like a scorpion tail made out of bone just like hovering beside its head, and it's just like moving kind of like a wolf but way larger. This thing being like 12 feet tall, is kind of like moving forward and eyeing you in the distance, and you hear this like.
Um. Um. Ironically, I didn't put fog into my spell list.
For you guys, for you, essentially, this is what it looks like. You see the tail
Oh,
and
fuck
the head.
me, buddy.
Fun,
What
fun.
the hell? Why?
Okay.
Why are these things? Why do they exist?
So
Can
you're
I,
sitting like by the torch fire or the campfire, and it's like off like 60 feet in the distance, and we just barely little bit of the light cascading into the shadow
Okay.
of night. You can see
Okay.
it looking at you.
I'm going to snuff out the campfire with my druid craft.
Okay, and with that,
Uh,
they disappear. You can't see them.
that's fine.
Okay.
Gosh, the smoke screen all over again.
The others are sleeping soundly.
What
And
time?
you're
Wait,
in a quiet.
What time of night is this?
It's like pitch black.
You got the second half of the night, so
Yeah. You look towards where the sun is rising, and you see the very slightest bit of like purplish hue along the
Okay.
horizon.
Okay, so
There's- yeah.
I've snuffed it out. Oh lord.
It is no longer visible.
Huh.
this
You
doesn't
know,
mean
you know
gone.
it's there, but
Like,
Can I still cast another thing?
it doesn't seem to be attacking you yet.
I don't trust shit.
Dep-
Okay, well, is there somebody close to me? Because like I feel like I definitely would be waking up somebody, like, but
Zenkor
quietly,
would
like if they
probably
go to
be
make a
nearby.
noise, I'd probably hold my hand over their mouth.
Yeah, Zenkor is probably nearby because I believe he sleeps in a bedroll.
Yeah.
Caradoc's in
Alright.
a tent right now.
Okay, so I'm going to like climb on top of him, put my hand over his mouth, and wake him up. But he's gonna wake up to see me, like telling him shh. I'm gonna hope that he understands what I mean.
Okay. Rob, you're woken to a form holding you down, holding your mouth, and she's telling you to shush. And you're just like jolted awake.
I just kind of blink a couple of times, and then just relax my shoulders, and then close my eyes again.
Okay.
You went back to sleep, you twat.
He's quiet. But you see he's like just
awake?
trying to, he's seeming to try and go back to sleep.
All you know is that you have your hands over his mouth, and he closed his eyes after opening them.
Does that mean he's into it? Like, I'm so confused
it's like
right
I
now. Why would
always,
that be
I
somebody's
always knew
reaction?
this was gonna happen.
He's just closing his eyes, accepting it. Can I like whisper to him that there's like a big scary? Can I like describe it? There's like
Go
a
for it.
creature made of bone,
You're
with-
the one that tells him what you say.
and it's like 60 feet away, and I'm pretty sure it saw us, seeing as like we're the only source of light that was. And it's big, mean, and
Sweet.
scary, and
Sweet.
might kill us.
So you hear.
So that's what you're saying to me? This is Rob asking, not Zenkor speaking.
That's what I'm saying to you.
Oh, okay. Alright. Zenkor tries to sigh, but I don't know how successful he is in that endeavor with a...
You feel
I
the
would use
moisture.
my
You feel the
hand.
moisture of your breath now.
Okay.
Alright. Looking around, neither of you can see anything.
Well, that's because
It's
my eyes
just-
are closed.
Well, I'm trying to find something that's a little less.
I'll just fucking relight the campfire if you guys don't believe me. Okay, I'll start waking up more people. Just fuck this
Okay.
bullshit.
What do you mean waking up? You're laying on top of me with your hand over my mouth. How am I supposed to even breathe?
You have a nose?
I have the weight of a person on my chest.
I'm like not sitting on you. Like I'm kneeling above you. Like there's a difference between like sitting on you and straddling you.
You're kneeling above me? Are you like floating?
She's kneeling beside you.
Yeah.
How is this so hard for you to understand?
He's trying to get the whole lay of the land here.
Yeah, he's trying to get some kind of lay.
Alright,
Um,
Zenkor just tries to, turn over like on his side, pulling his bedroll up higher.
Okay, so you're lying on your side. I need. I need you guys to make a perception check. I need you guys to make a perception check right now with disadvantage because you're in the middle of the fucking dark.
Me as well?
Yeah, you and Zenkor, you're the only ones awake.
Dirty pirate.
I just want to sleep. Just leave me alone. Alright, what am I rolling for?
Perception with disadvantage.
Oops, my bad. Hold on. God damn it.
Got a 5. Okay. 12. Okay, so yours is 11. You hear the horses going nuts and the sound of a tent just being like ripped apart and the remains of the tent just being thrown like alongside of you guys and just like the lip of it touching the edges of you.
Okay.
And
Okay.
everyone else is like just starting to wake up as a large sound happens, and Varen, being the only one that can see, you are sitting with Eric, Zenkor, and Ariel, and some sort of form is crawling away by the horses.
Okay, the
And
fire's out. There's a few people near me, and I see something moving away.
Towards
and you
our
hear
horses.
the sound of something dragging and like just startled cry and just being dragged away. Caradoc's tent is just torn.
They're
Okay,
probably
I
gonna
can
murder
relight the fire.
Okay, I'm gonna
Everyone,
what's-
for sakes of everything, I need everyone to roll initiative.
No!
You guys need to decide who's controlling Eric and who's controlling Caradoc. Initiative 21. Alright, I'm gonna put you before the other one then, because you tied. Zenkor is 9. Ariel is 5. Ariel always has bad luck with initiatives.
I always go last. It's bullshit. It's like I just wait for everybody else to die first.
Caradoc is 17. Cool. And are you doing Eric, Rob?
I'm trying to find a way to view his character sheet. Oh, there we go.
It should be on the campaign page.
Okay, let's do initiative +4.
I have this
This
again
will
now.
probably be
Also,
pretty good. Ooh, yeah.
it's been a
Chris.
while.
And 18. Nice. Okay, that works perfectly for the order that I was writing down. And Fenris is 11. Wow, it's all okay. All right, so Varen, you gotta go first. So it's cool narrative-wise that we're talking about this. Everything is pitch black. I have a map set up for you once everything can be seen, but you can see a form to basically like 20 feet away from you, being dragging something away, and the horses by it just going nuts and like trying to pull at the rope that you guys tie them to a nearby tree.
I think what I would do is, since I can't see it, I would just produce flame just to give me light in my hand.
Okay. You see the form of Caradoc being dragged away by one of those things, and it's just like looking at you as it's like crawling back, and Caradoc is like trying to resist.
Okay. I'm gonna chase it. I want to get
Sure.
Caradoc out of its grip. I think I'm gonna not use my bow for once.
Here.
That's weird.
So there you go.
Do we have? Oh,
I give you control over Caradoc in a moment. Alright, so what are you doing?
yeah. I'm gonna grab. I'm gonna grab one of my swords. I guess I'll grab my slicey sword.
Okay.
My scimitar. And I'm just. I want to run up next to it, kind of, and like slash at whatever it's using to hold Caradoc.
Okay. You can move your guy and everything, and then you can roll for an attack.
Okay. Should I be like here or
Yeah,
like
yeah.
up here?
Up to you. It's a large creature, so you're technically 5 feet from it. Either way.
Okay. I don't know how to do normal weapon attacks. 1d20 plus Dex plus Prof, I guess. That sounds reasonable, right?
Well, if you equip the scimitar on D&D Beyond and go to attacks, then it will tell you.
That would be... Okay, yeah, plus 6. Cool. And I think...
I'm gonna try this out. Nope.
Cool, I have advantage. Would you say I have, on my first turn of combat, advantage on attack rolls against creatures that have not yet acted?
I mean, it technically is doing a surprise round, so it has acted, yes.
Okay, that's fine.
It is considered a fiend, though, for any future things in which you need to do that with.
Okay. That is fine. That's more for damage for me, but that also... okay, that's cool. That's good.
Alright.
I'm gonna attack that hand. Oh, nice.
Natural
Yeah,
20.
alright.
Okay.
That's cool.
Alright.
That is 6 plus 3 plus 4. This many?
Okay, and that's slashing damage?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm specifically trying to like weaken its hand, hoping that that'll like make it easier for Caradoc to get out of whatever grapple he's in.
It just rolled its holding firm, but it doesnn't seem happy.
Well, I can imagine. Oh, look, there's another one. That we probably don't see yet, but whatever.
Missy saw it, but it disappeared.
Oh, she saw a different one.
Yeah. So, as far as you're aware, Ariel, it's the same one that grabbed Caradoc, and it's fast as fuck. But
I would have done it myself.
120.
Did you enjoy it?
Okay. Alright. It is now its turn,
Yeah.
and it's gonna lunge its stinger at Caradoc.
What the fuck?
And doesn't hit. He's just like still struggling like to move and shit. But you see he like in the limited movement that he has, he just turns slightly, and the stinger just hits the wheelbarrow. And you guys don't see shit after. Well, besides like there's a light fire, and you can see like the side of its face, and you just see sparks light up by Caradoc. It has 2 claw attacks, and it's gonna try and batter you away from it, Baron. So it starts lashing out with its claw. So one's 18, one's 26.
Uh-huh.
Alright, so it does slashing damage. And it does this amount for both. 7 and 5 slashing damage each.
Okay.
Alright. It is now Eric's turn. Eric can see Varen holding a flame in his hand and the general area around him. He can't see much else.
Okay. Then Eric is going to just exclaim very loudly, "What the fuck is going on here?"
Kill the thing.
What thing?
I'm standing next to it with a fire. You can see it.
Oh, can I see it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Alright. Then Eric is going to get his ass on over here. Can you, like, lunge over the horsey?
He does a
Yeah.
really rad slide
Make
underneath
a athletics check. Because it's
Really?
like it's a pretty horses are pretty tall. But
You-
I mean
oh,
he's pretty athletic.
Yo, check this out.
Do an acrobatics roll and do some sweep.
He makes it, but he ate shit and he's now like face first in the ground.
Now he's prone.
He's
Yeah,
prone.
Yeah.
Nice dude.
Alright, I'm gonna use my non-movement action to stand up.
Okay. Alright, here you go.
Wait. Let's see. Doesn't
So he's 5.
doesn't have like a
15,
second
20.
win? No, wait,
That's
or
not what that
the
is.
Oh, you're talking about action surge?
yeah.
Yeah. He has one of those a day.
Okay, maybe I should hold on to it then.
Alright. You're in position, you see this huge like
Actually, wait a
devilish
second.
creature.
Is it a bonus action to activate the flame sword?
It should say on the sword. I believe so.
Yeah, you can use a bonus action to
Yeah.
speak this magic sword's command word.
Alright, yeah. Then he activates it.
Yeah.
And there you go. I actually have the phrase somewhere here.
I don't remember what he said the phrase was, but it was something.
Kiss my ass, brother fucker. Is what he
That sounds
types
right.
to me. Yeah. And it's now on fire. You can see everything now a lot easier, and the horses are basically trying to work away at the rope, like pulling and moving around and freaking out as much as they can to try and get away from these things or this thing. Alright, so you have the sword lit, and you're now like by it while Caradoc is being pulled by one of its weird pole arms, and you can see its stinger like hitting the barrel. It is now Caradoc's turn. So he's currently grappled.
Okay. I mean, I think his first thing is he's gonna try to get out of that.
Okay, so roll an
Strength?
athletics.
Athletics.
Yeah. You could roll an acrobatics if you want, but I'd assume that Caradoc
Yeah.
would want to.
I'm trying to think if Caradoc would be raging. Maybe not yet. I think
He
his
has-
first
yeah,
reaction
he
is
has
just
to-
like getting out of whatever this shit is in.
He doesn't make it. He's still stuck. It's really hard because he's got the wheelbarrow on him as well, and it's just like dragging him awkwardly. So he's like trying to get his footing to get decently.
I think he's gonna rage
Okay.
because he's like stuck and he tried to get out and he couldn't, and now he's angry.
Okay.
And I
There's
can't edit
like a
his
lot
sheet.
going on at once. Yeah, that's okay.
I'm just
Yeah.
gonna do that.
All right. Oh, I put a little thing here. Did I just put a hunter's mark on him? Whoops.
Yeah.
All right. Cool. The next turn. What is it? Ariel, you hear a weird sound, almost like a gigantic, like insect of buzz, until finally you just hear a final onto the ground, and you turn around and you can see like vaguely in the like you know how you're in the middle of the dark, you can just vaguely see the form of one of those things just looking at you
Oh god.
just right in front of you, and it's going to attack you with its stinger, and that does
Oh, fuck you.
oh, it's 2.
Oh shit.
Does 14 damage, piercing. And I need you to do a Constitution saving throw as you feel like venom pulsing out of the stinger. So you're gonna do a Constitution saving throw.
Yeah.
You feel like weak and just like disoriented as you take
That's a lot of
24
fucking dice.
poison damage, and the venom just like working through you.
Ooh.
Alright, I'm down to 21 points.
And
That's a big
that's
hit.
its turn.
It's a big hit.
Speaking of, I need to add Fenthras, sorry. So it's Fenthras'
I showed
turn.
Kelvin a new character once,
Okay.
and he's like, "Yep, kill him off Ariel."
Oh, he's so scanny.
Yeah. This is new Fenthras. There you go.
Lord.
This is what happens.
2.0.
This is what happens when
Okay.
he doesn't eat on a boat for a day. No, okay.
Okay, I think he's smart enough to see that 3 of us are kind of
Pretty much screwed.
dealing with one of them, and he saw Ariel just get stabbed.
Mhm.
And she's pretty cool, so he's gonna come up and try to
Fight it.
help her out.
Okay.
So he's gonna move up into this thing's space, and he's just gonna bite it. And he gets advantage because Ariel's nearby.
Nice.
Thank
20
God.
hits.
Okay, that is this many plus that many.
Nice, maximum. 18 damage.
How did we decide his
Aspect of the moon.
tackle was gonna work? Can I do that right now after
Yeah.
after attack target makes
Once
he's gonna try to like
connect.
tackle this thing.
Okay. So it has to make a what saving throw?
It
Strength?
has to make a strength saving throw.
Alright,
I'm
cool.
gonna use one of those. Don't
20.
remember where I was tracking them. He definitely succeeds. Where the fuck was I tracking those? I'm gonna track them over here.
These things are rolling fucking good right now. Alright, that's Fenthras' turn?
Yes.
Okay. Zenkor now. Rob,
Who's
you there?
like in his bedroll.
He's still
Yeah.
asleep.
He's just gonna like cast
you want
lightning
that, I'll wake you
lying down.
Yeah. Shut
Just
up.
blind lightning.
He like rolls to see if he hits someone instead of the devil.
Okay, what I'm going to do is
Hmm.
So Zenkor's going to get up. He's going to hear all the kerfuffle that's going around. And so in low light, how far can I see?
Nothing really. Just you can see Varen, Eric, and Caradoc because there's the whole like light show going on over there, and you are right beside Ariel, who is probably sounding to be in the most pain you've ever heard her ever.
Okay, so the guy that's 10 feet away from me, I cannot see.
You can see the form.
But I can see the form of something.
Yeah, you see like silhouette in the dark.
You can probably intuit. Fenthras is also like up on his grill.
And I can see a silhouette.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I'm going to, since I hear screaming and I don't like screaming. Screaming makes me sad. I'm going to do a level 3 charged Witch Bolt
Okay.
towards the silhouette that I see.
Okay. That's an attack roll, I believe.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's,
Fucking knock on wood here.
come on.
Nice. Okay. Cool. Yeah, it
I
hits.
think 25 hits,
Definitely
right?
hits. Yeah.
Alright, so that's 3 d12s plus 3.
Damn.
All right. 24 damage. Nice. So Ariel, you like turn around just in time to like get this huge like 6 to 8 inch stinger just right through your shoulder, and as it's like trying to like lift you with it, you just see Fenthras jump up and like start attacking it, and you see like this black lightning just lunge into the bone devil, and you just see it like marked now across its front. And
Does the witch bolt light up the area at all?
it doesn't really say.
I don't know if it's it's unclear.
Yeah.
It's like lightning, but maybe.
Well, it's just a
probably
beam
not.
of crackling blue energy.
Okay.
All right. So, is there anything else you want to do, Suncor?
Uh,
Oh.
No, Suncor. Yeah.
I think that's probably all he would
Okay.
do for his turn.
All right. Now it's Ariel's turn. The stinger is now out of your shoulder, and you're just like feeling like shaken. It's like a weird and unpleasant reminder of how it felt when he came out of the water that first time in the lake.
Alright. Motherfucker. This sucks so bad. I'm gonna use Moonbeam.
Okay.
I'm just trying to see how.
Alright.
5
I love
foot
the-
radius.
I love the visual of Moonbeam.
Mm-hmm.
It's just like
I'm just hoping that
fucking
the
space laser.
Yeah.
I'm just hoping that the radiant damage will help. But okay, so I'm gonna cast Moonbeam.
Okay.
But I'm gonna cast 3rd level Moonbeam.
Okay.
So that's an extra 1d10.
Alright, so when it enters its spell area for the first time where it starts its turn there, it's going to be engulfed in ghostly flames. On a failed save and half as much damage. It's at disadvantage, and you can move the beam. Cool. Okay. So it has to make a constitution save against your spell save DC.
Yeah, and then with 3rd level, instead of 2d, it's 3d10.
Okay. It fails, so you can roll that damage.
Woohoo, motherfuckers.
You said radiant damage. Is it prone to?
Yeah.
No, it's not. Okay.
Not bad.
So that's 19 radiant.
19 radiant damage. Okay, nice. Yeah, so you just see a beam of light come from the sky, and it screams in pain as it has this weird, like, white fluorescent smoke coming off of its body. So I'm doing the math, and in the meantime, it's Baron's turn.
Okay. I think same as last time. I'm just gonna slice at that hand again.
Okay. Yeah, just roll for that.
Same deal. Plus 6. Nope.
Okay. No, you end up accidentally hitting the wheelbarrow again. And you just hear like
I hit the wheelbarrow.
Yeah. Because you're like trying to like free him, right? And that's where it's grabbing from. And you just hear
Yeah.
like Caradoc cursing at you and like stubbornly trying to swing around, but like his arms are raised like a backpack, and so he like can't get
Yeah.
anything done.
What's
Just
his
like a
Caradoc
huge
and his
shit
goddamn
show.
wheelbarrow?
So this moonbeam,
Mm-hmm.
when Varen attacks, Fenthras gets an attack if they have line of sight.
Mm-hmm.
Would this moonbeam fuck up Fenthras if he tried to like attack this thing right now?
No.
No.
No, you're good.
Okay. Because it says that if you enter the space, it blasts
It's
you.
a 5 foot radius. So what I'm gonna do?
So maybe it's bapping this guy's butt.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's-
That's
Yeah,
fine.
I wouldn't.
I'm
I
gonna-
wouldn't have placed it so close to us, because then that would have fucked me up too.
Okay, then I'm going to do an attack on this thing.
I don't know. Oh yeah, that's why it's like that.
I'm gonna assume that hits.
Yep.
And he gets this many damages.
It's 14. And is this just what type of damage is this?
This is bite, so piercing.
Okay.
So probably not very effective.
Yeah, it's he's biting into bone, which
Yeah.
on normal circumstances would be pretty
No, he's
pleasant for him.
Love bones.
But it's
No,
not
he's all about it, but the dude's like whatever.
Yeah. All right. So that's the end of your turn.
Yes.
Okay. The bone devil that has Caradoc is going to attempt to do its stinger on Caradoc. 15
Ooh, I
hit.
think that hits. His AC is
Okay.
15.
And he takes 3d8 plus 4, and he needs to make a Constitution saving throw.
Okay, he does have advantage against poison, I believe, because
Okay.
he's a dwarf.
Yeah, so he has advantage on this, and he takes 15 piercing damage, reduced in half, because he's raging.
That's his con save.
He saves.
Modded 20. And he, what did you say the
He
damage was?
takes 7 piercing damage. I already did in half.
7 piercing.
Yeah. And it's
I
Eric's
can't
turn.
do it there. I have to do it here.
Yeah, so it's Eric's turn now. Oh, shit. Sorry, no. Multi-attack. He does his claws on Baron, trying to free him.
What? This dick has multi-attacks?
Yeah. So 21 and 14. So I believe the 14 misses. Baron?
What?
14 doesn't hit, right, for you? I believe you have like 15 or 16.
Against Varen, my AC is 14.
Oh, okay.
Varen's AC is 14.
You take 9 damage and 5 damage, both slashing, as it like reaches out its claw again to scratch at you while you're trying to free Caradoc. It is Eric's turn now.
Okay.
Alright. Eric attacks this fucking thing with his giant flame sword.
Okay. Roll for attack. Remember, for his class, he actually, before he attacks, can use his one ability to grant advantage on the rolls, and he gains temp hit points, like a shield. But he only can do that so many times a day.
Oh, the fighting spirit thing?
Yeah. Yeah, I just can't remember the name of it.
No, I'll hold on to it.
Okay.
Fuck.
Okay, that doesn't hit. He has extra attack, so you can roll again.
Like if he uses his,
If you attack, you can attack twice if you have extra
Yeah.
attack.
Yeah.
Just
See.
like that's just a thing you can do.
Oh, it's just a
Yeah.
thing? Oh,
So
okay.
he has multi-attack, too, in a way.
Oh, okay.
That
That's
does
better.
hit, so you can roll damage for that. So he gains the slashing damage and the fire damage.
The slashing and the fire?
Yeah, because it's a normal sword, but he also has fire damage. It all says on the... It should say on it.
Yeah. So it'd be 3d6 plus 6?
Yeah, but do them separate. So just 1d6 plus 2d6 plus 6.
Okay.
Okay. And then just 2d6 by itself.
Oh, okay. 2d6 plus
Alright. You can see it's him slashing away, and the fire seems to be almost like repellent. It doesn't seem to be working on it. It just like looks and laughs at him. But you did still slash at it with the sword.
Yeah, so it takes the 10 slashing.
Yeah.
But fire doesn't work on these Broheims. Cool.
They're devils.
Devils
Of
are
course
bitches.
not.
Well,
All right.
how is Eric supposed to know? He's a soldier, not a...
Anything else that he's doing?
Probably looking very confused as to why his flames aren't hurting him.
Okay. Caradoc's turn.
I think all he can do is try to get out of this thing's grasp, right? He's sort of being dragged around by his feet, right?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, so he's gonna do strength check?
Yep. Athletics.
Okay. Since he's raging, he does have advantage,
Yep.
luckily. Plus, what was his athletics? 7. Athletic boy. 18.
Yeah. He finally gets his arm in a certain way, and it just pulls the wheelbarrow from him, and he's now free, and is using
the holding
momentum.
his wheelbarrow?
Huh?
The thing
Yeah.
is holding onto his
Yeah,
wheelbarrow?
just like his.
Oh.
And he just turns
Now
around.
he's definitely
He's standing.
raging.
Like he
He's
was,
dead.
he was like not exactly prone. He was more so
Mhm.
being dragged like in a cartoon, and he's now standing and ready.
First he was upset, now he's angry. Does he have like an action? Or is that like his turn getting out of this thing?
Yeah, that would be his turn getting out of it.
Okay, he's not gonna move or anything, so
Okay, all right.
now he's just battle ready, I guess.
Okay, the one on Ariel is gonna make a slash on Ariel and a slash on the wolf. So the first one's
I don't-
Ariel.
I don't know why Caradoc doesn't just go all like Cotton Hill and just like cut off his legs.
The second one's Fenthras.
What?
So I believe both of them. I think both of them miss.
Yeah.
I think.
Wait, hang on. I'm caught up on. I don't understand why Caradoc doesn't cut off both of his legs.
Yeah.
What?
He wasn't
Yeah.
being pulled by his legs. He's being pulled by his shoulders and arms.
Why did you say he was being pulled by his legs?
No.
No, his legs were like, dragging him on the ground. Like,
Yeah.
imagine you had someone under the armpits and you were dragging them backwards.
Yeah, imagine
Oh,
someone
or
dragging
the
you
butts
by
on
the
the
top of your
ground.
knapsack.
Oh, okay, I thought you meant they were dragging
Yeah.
him by the legs.
No. So his legs
I was
were
gonna say
dragging
you
him.
just cut him off.
Yeah, so I assume that Ariel's AC is higher than 11, and Fenthras definitely did not get hit by his. So
Yeah,
you
my
guys should be
class is
okay.
14.
Alright, and he has to make a Constitution saving throw. He has advantage because he is a devil. Does a 15 succeed?
I don't know.
You should say on your spell save. Yeah.
No.
I don't know.
Okay. Alright, so it takes half as much damage. So you still roll damage.
Alright, so 3d10.
Yeah, and it takes half as much. That's radiant damage, which devils don't seem to be resistant to. So he still takes 8 damage. Alright.
We
So
round up, okay.
Do you see it just like trying to fight back as it's like it's still this white fluorescent smoke is just burning away at its bone? It is now Fenthras' turn.
Cool, he gonna bite.
Okay. He's gonna bite, son.
He gonna bite.
That hits.
24. That's gonna be this many. And he gonna try to use his thing again. So
Okay.
give me one of those strength saving throws.
Okay. And that's not a spell, so he can't really resist it.
Ah.
He's strong though.
Idiot.
Let's see. 18.
Damn it! Alright.
Fuck.
One
These
of
are-
these days,
these
that's
are-
gonna work. I
Oh,
swear.
It's just
One of
rolling
these
really
days.
well though. Okay.
That's others. That's, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Zenkor, it's you.
Alright. I'm gonna lightning bolt. Well, I'm gonna use the
Witch bolt? Okay, so you
yeah.
can just roll the damage then.
Yeah.
And that's what type of damage? Lightning?
Yeah.
Okay. 4.
Fucking
Damn.
stellar.
Okay.
Hey man, though spell slots like this spell in terms of like slot usage is pretty good.
Same with
Yeah,
spirit
one
weapon.
d12 every turn. Like
Yeah, spirit weapon's pretty dope too.
So as long as he stays in the range and I don't do anything else.
It is now Ariel's turn.
Sorry, I'm like emotionally unstable for this. Alright. He still has a hold of me, doesn't he?
He still has what?
He still has a hold of
He
me?
does not have a hold of you. When it stung into you, Zenkor and Fenthris attacking, it just like took its stinger out. This one doesn't seem to have the same pole arm that the other one has, so it can't really grab onto people.
I'm going to do a my bonus action first.
You can what?
Okay, I'm hurt. Back. So I'm just out of way because I'm really weak.
Okay.
And then
Are you disengaging first as an action?
I'll run away from him.
Yeah, it's just if you disengage and then run away from him, it costs your action, but he can't attack you when you run away.
Well, I intended on attacking him after I teleported.
Okay. So it's gonna be a tat for
So
tat.
should I have?
It's up to you. I'm just
Should I
letting
have
you know.
attacked first? Hold on.
If you
Right.
either way, disengaging is an is an action, right? So either you move away and attack, and it gets to attack you as you run away, or you disengage and run away, and then wait till later to attack.
Oh no, he can try to attack me.
Okay, so yeah,
But
it's gonna do that, and then
I want to remind you, you have Misty Step, right?
That's what I just did.
Oh,
Oh,
sorry, you're lagging, so I didn't hear that.
Yeah,
Oh,
I misty
if-
stepped.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. So you're good.
Okay, so then I misty stepped, and now I'm going to attack him.
Okay.
Just in momento. And I'm going to use Entangle.
Okay. Where do you want it?
Hold on, I'm looking.
Okay.
I feel like, I don't know.
What is that, Sean? A 20?
20 foot
25.
square.
Okay.
It's 20 by 20.
Do I want to do that? No, hold on.
Well, it doesn't give us a lot
What do I want to do?
of damage.
Yeah, I do want to do damage. Or I just polymorph the fucker.
That's marginally useful. if it works.
Just make
I mean,
sure.
the
That,
Maybe it's
is-
concentration, though.
yeah, just
Yeah.
Only
make
for a
sure
minute.
that both of them are concentration.
Yeah. Okay, so...
Like if we can just sort of like Fenthris is there, if we can just keep him in that little circle, then like he's gonna keep getting backed by it, which is pretty good.
Yeah. Can I do... I'm gonna cast... There's not a whole lot I can do right now until everything goes away.
Mhm.
Fuck me, what am I gonna do? I'm still 10 feet away from him? Am I?
Yeah.
No.
Well, you're like
Well,
28
you could
from
be.
what I saw.
I could be, yeah, I could be. You just... Where is 10 feet away from him? Where is his 10 feet?
You're 15
Like,
feet
just right-
away. Yeah, this is
Just
10
move
feet.
beside Zenkor.
There.
Yeah.
Is that better for continuity? And then I'll do poison spray.
Okay. Alright, so that is a Constitution saving throw. Okay.
Yeah. It's
It
safe.
gets advantage. Actually, let me just double check something. Yeah. So it will roll. Yeah, 21.
Screw you. So
It's-
mad.
It's resilient. Yeah. Okay.
Is he? Duly noted.
Let's see if that's one where he can like he's good on saves against things he can see or something.
Similar,
Or
yeah.
spell attacks or something.
Yeah. Something similar, yeah. It's Varen's turn.
Okay, Caradoc is standing now, which is pretty good. I'm also right up against this thing, and I don't really want to be using my bow close range, so I guess I'm just gonna fucking keep sorting at this fight.
Alright.
Which is not really like my best thing, but it's what I got. So 22.
Okay, that hits.
And that is going to do this many damages. And Fenthirst gets a free attack against the one that he's near, but he doesn't have advantage because Missy left. And that probably misses the 9.
No, it doesn't hit.
Okay, that's
I'm
fine.
right behind him.
Alright.
He gets advantage if multiple people are like right up against the thing.
Oh, okay.
Okay. So that's the rest of your turn?
Yes.
Okay. In the very far distance, you can hear people yelling and a carriage stopping, and you see very faintly a torchlight of a carriage off in the distance. And you just hear like, the hell is that? Not much else. In the meantime, it's the devil's turn. There. Those are the individuals right there. Seeing in the distance a group of people being attacked by these weird creatures. Alright. And it's going to make a stinger attack on Eric. 11 misses. And it's 2 claw attacks on Varen.
Hit, I think. Yep.
Okay. I believe it's 1d8 plus 4 each.
Oh, Vern goes down.
Alright, so you see it like lashing out, the tail going one way as it turns its head and the claws going the other way. And with a scratch across the chest, you can just see Baron collapse and starting to bleed out. It is Eric's turn.
Okay. Alright, well, I guess Eric's going to... he's going to use one of his fighting spirits. And then attack, or activate his fighting spirit, and then he's going to attack the guy with the sword.
Alright. 25 hits.
Okay. Yeah. What? My bad. For fuck's sake.
When did you roll?
A 7.
7 damage? Okay.
Yeah.
And that's for the...
The slice.
He's not using his flaming sword?
No, he's still using his flaming sword, but like if the flame damage does 0 damage, then
He does a d12?
yeah, 1d12 plus 6.
But what about the flame sword?
I haven't rolled it yet.
Oh, okay.
Wait, I'm confused. What's the d12?
My damage roll.
For...
Oh.
His sword
What the
does
fuck is
like
going
a
on
d...
right now?
Yeah, his sword is not a d12, man.
Yeah, his sword does oh sorry, 1d6. Oh, okay.
I'm like, he just isn't fucking Cloud from Final Fantasy, man.
Sorry.
This is fighting
That's all
spirit
good.
give him advantage?
Okay.
Yeah, there you go.
I do 12 instead of 7 damage.
Okay. Yeah, he does
Yeah.
have
Okay, but
advantage.
what about the flame sword though?
The fire
Oh,
part of it
for
doesn't
fuck's
affect it.
sakes.
Like,
God damn
it's
it.
lit, isn't it? Am I wrong? Am I crazy?
It is lit.
No, it's
Oh,
lit.
you're just
I
rolling
just-
the wrong dice again.
I
Okay.
just keep typing in 12 instead of 6.
It seems to be immune to fire.
Yeah,
So
it seems
it's
to be
not
immune
rolling it.
anyways, but...
Okay.
But my immersion.
Alright, so now I'm gonna use my second attack, or like my second strike or whatever.
Oh, you're using the action surge? Okay.
No, I thought you said that he can attack twice when he
His
attacks.
extra attack.
Yeah.
Extra attack. Yeah. So use my extra attack.
Oh, the 2d6 is
Yeah.
the fire damage.
Zenkor,
Yeah.
Zenkor isn't familiar with
Okay.
these weapons. That
Okay,
you can...
roll again because you still have advantage.
Oh, well, does 22 hit anyways?
Yeah, but
Yeah,
you
but you
might
might
crit.
crit.
Oh, okay, true.
Okay, so it hits. Alright, so they roll the damage.
D6 this time.
Yeah. Okay, cool. Alright. It is now Caradoc's turn.
So I did 21 damage.
Okay. Caradoc is suitably angry.
Mm-hmm. And he sees his buddy going down beside him.
He's going to... Does he have extra attack?
Yes.
He must. There's no way he doesn't. Yeah, he's
Yeah.
fucking going at it with his great axe.
Okay.
He's going to reckless attack, which I
Okay.
don't see on his sheet, but I know it exists and it gives him advantage. But attacks against him have or advantage, right? Am I
Yeah,
remembering
that's
that
how the
right?
mechanic works. Just making sure that's
Yeah,
not the
he's-
Zerker thing.
He's gonna reckless attack.
Okay.
Plus. Oh, he's a +1 axe. It's a +8 now. 21.
Yes, he has that. Okay. 21 hits.
And, 12 plus 5 plus 2.
Alright, that roll is weird for mine.
That was really weird.
Yeah.
Reckless attack is just on the one attack, right? If he's extra attacking, it's normal. The
Mhm.
second one?
Yep.
Okay, that's what I thought.
Yeah, everything's still the same.
20 plus 8. That's the second one.
Hits? Yeah,
Damage.
I believe that he can continue reckless attacking, by the way, so you might as well re-roll to see if he crits.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I wasn't sure if that was how it worked.
Yeah, well, after the first attack, you might as well keep reckless attacking for the whole turn, because the negative part of it is going to remain.
That's a good
So,
point.
Yeah, okay.
I don't know why I
So-
rolled 2 there, but whatever.
It's okay, they roll the
That's
same.
fine. Yeah.
The world works out that way. Okay, alright, so that's the damage, and that's his turn. So,
I think that's it, yeah.
okay, this creature needs to make a saving throw against the moon light. It's currently burning away at it. And it rolled a 14, so just barely succeeds, but it still takes half damage. So you can roll the damage arrow for the burning.
Alright.
And then it is going to try and sting Zenkor.
Uh-oh.
Reach 10 feet. Okay, so it takes that damage. And then it attacks Zenkor. 24. So you
Missed
take
us.
16 piercing damage, and I need you to make a Constitution save.
Actually, I only take 8 piercing damage.
That's
Thank you
true.
very much.
Yeah, because you're Metro.
Oh, nice.
And then I need you to make a saving throw, Constitution. You got that. You're a dragon.
My
You're a
constitution.
dragon boy.
Oh, okay, yeah.
See that dragon boy resistance.
Come on, baby.
Nice. Okay, yeah, you feel like the venom trying to course through you, but your dragon resilience, like blood,
Blackjack.
just breaks away at it. That's its turn, and it's Fenris.
He gon' bite.
It's gonna move forward. Okay.
16.
Barely hits.
Cool. And have some damage. Oh, fuck yeah.
Oh, nice. All right. Okay. All right, and then Zenkor's turn.
Okay.
Gonna keep that witch bolt or what?
No. Yeah, I guess might as well take the free D12 and hope for the best.
Alright. To the mark. It blazes.
Come on. Every one of my fucking attacks, man. I can't fucking hit shit.
You're hitting well, it's just the damage rolls.
I think the first damage roll was okay. It's
Goddamn.
like these other
Yeah.
ones that suck.
Anything else?
No, I guess I'm just gonna continue standing here.
Okay. Ariel's turn.
But you look real cool.
My turn. Okay.
Look cool but feel useless.
You know what? Oh. I don't even think it'll work. I'm going to use... it has been more than a minute, right?
Not yet.
On the
Has
moonbeam?
not.
Hell no.
No,
you're
it
still
hasn't.
good.
Okay.
A minute's a long time.
I don't know these things. God damn it. Oh, I accidentally put 2 cantrips in. Sorry, I just noticed that I have an extra cantrip somewhere. Fuck. All this is happening and I have no idea what I can do. I don't want Fenthras to be in the way of erupting Earth. It's a 20-foot radius. How do I make a 20-foot radius so I can see it?
I can make one for you if you need to.
Okay.
Nice. Okay. Brown. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 1. It's approximately like that. So you
Radius,
could,
my
do
dude.
like this. Yeah. So it's like twice that.
If it's a radius, yeah.
Dang. Alright, let me move it over first.
If it's a 20-foot radius, then
It's
it's
huge.
like it's pretty gigantic. It's like
Yeah.
this.
10, 20. There. It's like this. There we go.
Oh, I don't like it. Okay, so instead, I'm going to conjure. I'm going to conjure 2 level 1s, I think is what I can do. 2 beasts of challenge rating of 1 or lower.
Okay, what do you want to
So,
Whoa.
I'm going to conjure a giant spider and a tiger, because why the fuck not?
What
Okay.
spell is this?
Conjure animals, 4th level spell.
Damn, that's really cool.
So,
Yeah, so I have like the choice of brown bear, dire wolf, eagle, hyena, octopus.
beside Fenthras pops in a tiger just out of like a weird, like almost like fayish portal, and
A big ass spider. But now will Fenthras get advantage with having 2 more people fighting with him?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
there you go.
That's a lot of spiders there, friendo.
There's only one.
I see 2.
That's it too.
Oh,
I mean,
yeah,
I'm
yeah,
cool with 2 if you want to put 2 there.
It like lagged out for me.
Giant spider.
Okay. Anything else?
Crazy.
The
Well,
moonbeam
that counts
did
as
go
my
down.
action.
Yeah.
So there's not really much else I can do, so...
Roll initiative for the summoned creatures, by the way.
God
Yeah,
damn,
they're on
okay.
turn.
With my bonus?
They should have their own
They have
if
their
you
own.
look them up.
Yeah, spider has a +3
I
dex.
looked them up, you fuck. You're
You're the-
still
you're the
harder than me.
druid.
Hold on.
Druids are the
+3
hard
and a
ones.
+2. Tigers +2. Spiders +3.
Holy shit, okay. Okay, so...
In the meantime, Baron, I need you to make a death saving throw.
I don't remember how to do that.
I believe it's just...
Do I just roll a d20?
Yeah, I believe so. Yeah.
Yay!
Oh, for
That's
fuck's
2
sake.
failures.
Oh,
Someone save me, please. Baron's gonna die.
okay. You
Baron's
guys
like pretty
are
dead.
pretty. Yeah, you guys are pretty aware that if Baron is not attended to immediately,
Can he reach Farron?
who?
The monster.
Yes.
Yes, it can.
Fuck.
So
Baron, I want
Spider.
to remind you.
Where are you?
Baron's
Hold
on the ground, like bleeding out.
Yeah.
Here?
Yeah.
Okay, sorry.
He's like inches from death right now. Okay.
I have.
With that threat eliminated, the Bone Devil is going to attack Eric with its stinger. 15 hit? I don't think so. Rob?
Pardon?
Does a 15 hit Eric?
No.
Okay. It rolls a 18 and an 18 for its claws for Eric. I assume those ones hit?
Yeah, the 18's hit.
Okay. So he takes these and slashing damage. And that's its turn. It's now Eric's turn. Just a reminder, you guys can try and stabilize Baron as an action. You don't actually need healing spells. You can use a medicine check to try and stabilize him, or any type of healing spell or healing, and he'll automatically be raised up.
Oh, okay.
But he is one failure or one hit away from insta-death.
Okay. In that case, Eric is going to try to help his good friend Varen
Okay.
by, sacrificing the body. Gonna not only stand in the path, he's going to also attempt to help out his good friend.
Okay. Roll just a d20 for me. If you're doing the medicine. Fuck. You're trying to hold the wound, but it's just gushing blood right now.
God, this guy's so fucking... Can I please stop rolling dice?
Okay. Do you still have your action surge?
Yeah.
It's a decision for you. But
If
you have
I-
your bonus action, your movement, and action surge left.
Zenkor's vest has fucking healing on it.
Yeah, but it's not Zenkor's turn yet.
I know.
This is
Don't
gonna be
worry,
the last couple
Zenkor
minutes
knows.
here. All right. So, are you doing anything else?
Yeah, with his... Yeah, if I use my action surge, can I try to help out Varen again?
Yeah. May I roll again? Yeah, you seem to be working at it, and he seems to be stabilizing. Varen, you're not bleeding out, but you are at 0.
I'm at 0. I'm like unconscious but not dying, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Alright.
I don't know how to do that in this thing, so I'm just gonna leave that
Okay.
for now.
Alright. We're gonna catch up from there. Because I gotta go.
Oh, fuck
So,
me.
Sean, sorry for you being anxious for the next little while.
Sorry for you being.
I'm not dead yet, like, I'm at 0, which means if I get attacked again, it's like another 3 death saving throws, so that's not so bad.
Wow. And that happens 3 times, and then you just insta-die when you hit 0.
Don't worry. Once it finally gets back to Zenkor's turn, because I didn't realize how close you were to death, I can at least heal you for 1d4.
Alright, guys. That's gonna be that.
Bye, guys.